Hi guys, it's Aaliyah. Welcome back to my channel. Alrighty, so now I am going to start working on the 3 tags for the traveling journal. Um, I, well, okay, I'm sorry. Let me back up a little bit. You know how I did the journaling cards? I did one on camera and then I did 2 off camera. I'm thinking I'm probably going to do the same thing with the tags. Only because I don't want to run out of time before I have to send the journal back. So I think I will do it this way. Because I still, even after this one, I'll do the other 2 tags off camera, then come back and show you what I did. So that's another video. And then the last video is going to be putting all the cards, well, the cards and the tags into the journal before we have to send it back to Lolly. And one thing I was actually remembering, she talks about this all the time in her videos, that this journal, and I was going to say this little journal, but it's not so little anymore, has traveled, I think she said last time she got it, over 9,000 miles, but now it's 10,000 miles because she sent it back to me, and it's, I guess, 1,000 miles each way. So just imagine how many miles that is for this journal to travel back and forth. Like, and we're not done because there's still 2 more months. So technically it's going to be like 12,000 miles this journal has traveled, and then it'll be a little bit more because once we do the giveaway, depending on where that person lives in the United States, then, you know, it's going to travel again. So this journal has, I think, traveled more than I have in the past 10 years. So good for the journal. All right, so I did do a little brainstorming because I wasn't sure what I really wanted to do. And again, I don't know if this is what I want to do, but I have an idea with some of the stuff that I collected because I don't really want to be kind of scrambling around as I'm recording because, yeah, no. So I know that I'm going to use this paper here as the background. Then I forgot I had a bunch of these. It's like I don't, almost like transparencies, but they have an image on it. So I want to maybe incorporate that in there. And I also have this because I want to use this maybe as like a topper, you know, the top of the tag or something like that. So we'll see when we get to that part. But I did have this one. It was cut off from another project because it was sitting on my desk. So I was going to try to incorporate that into the tag. Or if not, I mean, I have plenty more. I could always cut more and use it on here. All right. So the first thing I do want to do is I would like to put this on. So let me just get my glue and we will glue this first. All right. So okay, I'm just going to place it just like that. All right. Just hold it for a second. Actually, you know what? I'll just, there we go. That really squishes it down. And let's cut this out. Okay, still plenty of that paper to use. And it's real vintage ledger paper. I don't remember where I got it from, though. Could be that Lolly sent it to me. She sends me a lot of papers, so it's possible that I got it from her. But I only had one piece, so once it's gone, and then I'll be sad because it's really neat. But that's okay because I tend to hoard stuff, and, you know, we're trying to work on that. We're not going to do that anymore. So, all right. So here is the base. Now, I was thinking of maybe something like this, possibly. Yes, I think so. Okay. And if I just, let's just glue it kind of like this, and then we'll spread the glue. I need a piece of paper. Whoa, that's, oh, it's all right. I was going to use that other one, but that's very dizzying, the stripes. All right. So, let's see. Go like this. And I think I'm going to have to cut the bottom a little bit because it looks like I must not have cut it straight or something, which is possible, you know. Okay, so let's get rid of this little glue there. And, all right, we'll cut this off first. There we go. Oops. And then I want to just straighten this out a little bit. There we go. Actually, save that piece. Alrighty. So that actually looks kind of cool, and you can see the lines from the paper in the back. I like that actually. All right, so now we have this. Now if I make it something like this, that'd be kind of neat, and then you can still see, you know, that underneath. I think that's what we're gonna do. However, you know what? I have, because see how this one, it has like a straight edge and then it has like the other edge. I actually think I'm going to do one that is straight on both sides. And that way I can cut it down a little bit. You know what? What if I just sewed it on? You know, I think I'm going to do that. Hold on. You're going to hear my sewing machine. I do apologize for the noise, but it will be fast, I promise. I think. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, see? That's how fast it was. Super fast. All right, so we sewed that on. And again, I mean, you can still write on the back. It is a little bit floppy, so let's put a little glue here. I'm going to put some of this glue. Just to, you know, just to keep it down as an extra, little extra. Oopsies. Okay. There we go. But now what I want to do actually is I'm going to cut this just a little bit, but I'm going to use my handy dandy lolly scissors, and we're just going to do a little snip, and we're going to do a little snip. I love these scissors. Oh yeah, much better. I'll get that little point off there. All right, so let me just take a little look. And I'm wondering, should we put this one down here? Well, I think that's a little bit too much. But you know what I do have? Hold on, hold on. There's this little piece that's been hanging around my desk, and it's small. Ooh, I like that. Yep. Okay, let's do that. Well, that was easy. All right, so let me put that down. A little bit of glue, and then I am going to use this just to spread it out like a tad bit like that. All right, and then let's do that. Perfect. Okay, and again, handy dandy scissors. I'm gonna cut this right here. All right, now let's take a little look. Oops. Oh yeah, see this one, the smaller one's a lot better. And I'm wondering, we should put a little sentiment right here, I think. I do have some, I have two right here, but you know what? I have a better idea. Wait a minute. I have these here, and what if we did a green one? This one says April or Darling. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I think I'm going to cut out Darling just to see what it looks like. And I'm not so great about cutting these out, so let's see. Should be able to. I mean, it's pretty straight. Okay. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I have such a hard time cutting a straight line. I'm going to have to recut some of the edges. Let me just see. Actually, no, that's not too bad. Just a little bit on the side. All right, so let me ink it first, and then we're going to look and see how it looks. I might even mount this onto some, like back it onto something. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to back it on here, and it will give it a little bit more stability, but also I'm going to leave the edges a little bit bigger. That way I can ink around it, because you know me and my inks. So if we do something even like that, like nice, like a tiny little edge just around, so that way the ink can take it. Okay, we have that little snip. Snippity-doo-dah. There we go. And then we're going to ink. And that way, see, so the two reasons why I backed it onto the file folder, for number one, for stability, but number two, that way you can ink it and gives it a little bit more depth. Oh, and that works, because I like the green that kind of takes out, or pulls out the green from the leaves. Yes, that is perfect. Alrighty, so let me glue that on. And then we'll take another look and see if there's anything else that we might want to do. Because you never know, you know, as you're crafting, sometimes you get ideas as you go. Okay, just like that. Oh, it's a little squishy on the side. Oh, a lot of squishy on the side. It's okay. There we go. All right. You know what? I don't know if it needs anything else. Am I even in frame? I'm sorry. Oh gosh, look at the blinding glare. Jeez Louise. All right, let me get this junk out of the way. Oh, I think it's actually perfect just like that. Let me move it a little bit. There we go. Darling. I absolutely love that. And I think I have another one of these, or two of them maybe, of these transparent things. They're from Tim Holtz, I believe. And I had got them on Amazon, I think when they were on sale or something. I didn't really realize what it was until I got it. And so I've had them sitting around for a while, but I love the way that looks. Yeah, I do. Okay, so I think I'm going to do another, I'm going to find some more and maybe do another, well, maybe do the other two with this, but I really like this. So, and then it really goes well with the crocheted lace, which I like. So, yeah, I think overall, this is perfect. I hope you guys liked it too. I mean, this is, now that I like that, well, now that I'm actually using these kind of neatly or cool, I like the way that looks, because you can put a background in it and the background will show through, so it's almost like a rub-on. So you have a piece of paper with a design or whatever, and then you put the rub-on over it, but you can still see like the background, and that's what this reminds me of. It's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure it's they're like Tim Holtz transparencies. something like that, something along those lines. So I'm going to definitely look, because now I'm kind of having fun with them. So I'll definitely look into that and see if they're on sale again. Yeah, all right, guys. So that is it for this video. Make sure you jump on over to Lolly's channel and see what she is up to this month. I know that she is participating in a few open collabs, along with the ones that we do as well. So I'm sure she's going to be busy posting different things. So definitely jump on over to her channel and, you know, give her a little hello over there. And of course, if you're unfamiliar with her, I will leave a link to her channel in the description box below. So it's just easier to find. But it's really easy to just, if you're searching, it's Scrappy Lolly Paper Co. and she will come up. But to avoid any confusion, just click on the link in my description box and it'll take you right to her channel. I think that's the easiest way, because sometimes I search for people and I have a hard time doing it. So if I can provide a link, then that's even better. All right, so I am going to now brainstorm my other 2 tags, and in the next video I will come and do a show and tell with all 3 of them again. So I'll show you this one again, and then the other 2 that I end up creating. Hopefully I can use another one of these transparencies, because like I said, super cool. All right, guys, so that is it for this video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.